Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm AJ, and this is AJ's Political Views and Life Topics. Today, I would like to talk to you about the situation of Tyler Perry. Here we go again. We're having to deal with another circumstance or situation of a prominent, black entertainer, producer, manager, creator, storyteller, and writer are now up on accusations of personal affairs. That's really what this is about, you know. I know that people try to blow things up and make them much worse than what they actually are. But the fact of the matter is really about personal affairs. I often say that there's a time and season for everything. There's a time to speak, and there's a time to remain silent. And I know that Tyler Perry has friends, but he also have enemies. He have individuals that agree with what he does, and some folks that doesn't agree with what he does. I'm kind of in the middle. I don't particularly dislike Tyler Perry, but I'm not overly excited about him either. I think that he does play a very important part in our history. I think he's talented. I think he's smart in business. What I'm learning as time go on is a lot of these people who are powerful and have money are still not satisfied. They're still not happy. Something is missing, right? Because you have people every day of their lives how to become rich, trying to figure out how to make their lives better, trying to figure out which directions that they're going to go in. But yet you have these billionaires and these millionaires that keep making mistakes that they don't have to make. Keep getting caught up in circumstances and situations that they don't really have to get caught up in. Why? What is it that they're missing in their lives? Is it about control? Is it about taking advantage of the vulnerable? Is that what they're getting off on? Do they really care about people? Are they trying to find ways to hurt folks? Are they perpetrators? Do they learn from their mistakes? Are they trying to change? Are they backing up and realize this don't look right? Something's wrong with this. I don't have to do this. I don't have to force anybody or manipulate anybody to get what I want. I don't have to try to groom anybody to get what I want. Because I am rich, I am wealthy, I am known, I am respected. And there's many communities out here that represent people that can give me exactly what I want when it comes to intimacy, or when it comes to having somebody that I'm attracted to, or to fulfill my fetish, or whatever I'm going through. I'm rich enough to get it. But what is it about black men, prominent, well-known, rich, powerful, famous black men, where they continue to get caught up in things that doesn't make sense when it's free, when you can get just about what you want just because of who you are? You don't have to. I mean, listen, you got the best attorneys, you got bodyguards, you got people that speaks on your behalf. You have everything around you to protect you. But the problem is, I notice they're not protecting themselves. Though they have everything around them to protect them, They are not protecting themselves, and they continue to get caught up in nonsense. It just doesn't make sense to hear the type of stories that come out about these men. And what's frustrating about it is that any black man that have been given an opportunity to come up in life in the way some of these black men have given an opportunity, and they play around with it as though it's nothing and get caught up in things that can possibly take away everything that they built, all because of personal affairs. Personal affairs that could have, should have been dealt with before it got to mainstream media and social media. Truth, maybe. Finally accepting who and whatever you call you, whoever you are, whatever life, whatever you love, whatever you desire. Once you make it to a certain level, why is it that it's necessary for you to continue to try to satisfy and please people when it comes to your life and how you live your life and what you choose to do with your life? And why is it that black men don't feel that they have the equal rights to do that as their counterparts that who are in entertainment in the same industry? Those individuals make public announcements about what they do and how they do it consistently, and they never stop their bag, never stop their money. Let's remember all the white celebrities that came out and let it be known about their sexuality. Let it be known about what they valued, who they were as human beings, and they loved who they loved. It didn't stop their bag. But I know our community is very judgmental when it comes to certain things because we're so religious. That's right, I said it. The black community is so religious until we're faster to judge anybody than anybody else. We're quick to judge and condemn. But listen, when you're rich, who cares? When you have money and power, who cares what somebody on the corner might say? And I know you say, well, I care because they're the ones that buy my tickets and watching my movies. I think they would have continued to buy your tickets and watch your movies no matter what kind of life you live. Because again, it's personal affairs. What you do in your bedroom is your business. Who you love is your business. You might not want to flaunt it everywhere and show it everywhere you go and let everybody see what you're doing and all of that. You might want to keep it in the privacy of your home and whatever else, but nobody cares. If they like your talent, if they like your music, if they like your movies, if they like what you do, they don't care. Now listen, if you want to continue to go out the religious sect of individuals, I mean, there's been rumors and gossip going on out about all celebrities. That's always rumor, gossip, conspiracy, hearsay, all that stuff. It's always out there. You can never stop that. But when it becomes truth and it becomes facts, then that makes you look like the bad guy because that looks like a cover-up. And if it is a cover-up, why? Why are you covering up your life? Why aren't you being real and truthful about who you are? What is it? Because you're a celebrity? Do you think it's better to try to continue to be deceptive and manipulative? Do you think that's okay? Do you think it's okay to continue to lie about who and what you are? And you might say, well, but it's nobody's business. It's nobody's business but your text messaging. You're literally sending text messages. Really? Video. Taking videos and text messaging. Don't you know? I mean, really? And if you're really trying to be private and you really want your life to be a secret and you don't want anybody to know that part about your life, then why would you be sending text messages that really pretty much revealing what you really like and who you really are. And if that's something that you want to keep private and keep to yourself, then why would you take chances like that? It's arrogancy, that's what it is. And I'm so sick and tired of people using the word narcissist. It's becoming annoying to the point that people don't know any other word, any other terms, except everybody's a narcissist now. It's like once this word came out, it has been out here and it ceased to exist. I mean, it's like consistently, constantly, everybody is a narcissist. Please, everybody, there's more terms to use in social psychology than that. Please look up some more words besides narcissist. There's more words to use besides that in psychology. And I'm not even a psychologist major. Okay, I'm nobody's doctor. Okay, but there are more words besides narcissist. And for those that want to continue to use that term, find another term, please. Okay, I don't care, psychosis or whatever words you can come up with, but please try to use something else besides, and then sociopath, that's another word that's been and a lot of people that saying these things are not doctors. They're not therapists. They're not psychologists. And they really literally running around here using these words against people. And this person is that, and they this, and this person. I mean, even I've used the word, sociopath or narcissist. I've used the word. You know what I mean? But I try not to eat off of it. And I try not to feed off of it. I mean, it's not something that I look to do consistently because I know I'm not a psychologist. But if you look at the term and you start reading what it says, and you observe the actions of individuals, you can come to your own conclusions. But there's more there's more that has to do with the psyche besides that. People have emotional trauma. They have other things that are going on in their lives, other things that cause them to do and behave a certain way. And none of us are immune, and none of us are innocent. Because every human being upon this planet and upon this world have had some type of struggle or battles in their lives. Some folks matured, grow, learned, and got out of it, got away from it, and became better individuals. But some folks have not. Because it's bigger than just a temporary situation that needs that's a temporary solution. Some folks do need therapy, counseling. They do need to be talking to somebody. And it's amazing to me that you have so many wealthy, famous, powerful people that can have conversations with whomever they choose to have conversation with and can get the help that they need to deal with what they have to deal with, yet they continue to just do dumb stuff. I mean, literally just dumb stuff. Look, let me put it this way. If you are an individual, right, you have fetishes, you are DL, you are a person that is private, and you want to keep your personal life to yourself, and you don't want everybody to know that you might be a part of the LGBTQIA plus community, and you may not want everybody to know that you sleep with transgenders, and you may not want everybody to know that there's a freakish side of you, and you may not want everybody to know that you have some personal struggles, mental and emotionally. And you don't want everybody to know that you got a divorce and your wife know your secrets, but you paid her that she may not tell anybody. And so you paid off many different people throughout your history of life on this earth. And you've gotten away with this, that, and the other because you've had the money to get away with it. And you've done those things. Now, Make it make sense. Out of all that stuff that you've been able to cover up and keep a secret because either you have paid money or made arrangement or caused individuals to forced individuals to sign various documents to keep your secret a secret, but then yet you decided to text message folks. As bright and as smart as you are, as intelligent and as gifted you are, as talented as you are, the biggest problem that I've learned that's what's happening with people right now is nobody seems to have common sense anymore. You know, that natural thing that you're born with, that you don't have to go to school to get, that nobody has to teach you, it's just there. Common sense. It's just like everybody know right from wrong. That's a true saying. People know what's good and what's evil. That's a true saying. But to just put yourself out there in a way where you are text messaging people the very thing that you want to keep a secret, and now that it's out, your response is, calm down, everybody. I'm good. The Lord will fight my battles. Listen, there were rumors going out about Diddy for years, and there have been rumors going out about Tyler Perry for years. The problem is when the rumors become reality and the lies become truth and the conspiracy theories become factual. Now you have a problem. And I say that people need to stop making individuals idols and gods. Stop worshiping celebrities. It's okay to appreciate them. It's okay to respect them. It's okay to support them. It's okay to appreciate them. But to worship them, to praise them, and to honor them as you would a god or a deity, and make them special as though they're not human beings and they don't have feelings in a life, it's not good. It's not good for them. It's not good for you. So I say to any and everybody, and I don't care who's in entertainment or what, how, where, listen, let's stop making them gods. They're human. They're you. The only difference is they're rich and famous and known. Somebody opened up the door and gave them an opportunity, and you don't know what sacrifices they made to get it. You don't know how many bedrooms they visited and how many secrets they kept to get what they have. Some folks are okay with their sacrifices and the decisions that they made. And I know that some of us create gossip off of it. We love to hear negative things about people who are rich, famous, and wealthy because we place them on a certain pedestal and level that no, not them. They can't do that because they this. Same thing about ministers and preachers. Meet people where they are and accept the truth when it comes out. But to celebrate it, brag about it and boast about it and laugh about it as though you have done something, great. I mean, listen, I know people make millions of dollars off gossip, millions off gossip, off propaganda, off misinformation. It's a market. I'd be lying if I told you it wasn't a market. It is. I'm talking about it. It's a market. And I don't have any problem with people making their money. Make your money. Do what you do. But understand this. Every time a black celebrity or a black business owner or anybody that represent our community fall because stupidity, that's a stain on our community. It doesn't make us look good at all. It doesn't. And it's okay to talk about it, gossip about it, have video conversation about it. But you got to always remember, there's more folks out here doing crazy stuff besides black folks. And if you're going to do content about individuals of our community who have fallen, then also do content about the other side in other communities that have fallen. Because we don't do that much. But they do that with us. They'll be the first to report it and the first to announce it. But how many times do we go across content where we're talking more about one another than those other folks? And they're just as guilty. In fact, they're the ones that taught a lot of our people on how to behave when it comes to Hollywood and entertainment. Remember, they're the creators. They're the teachers. They're the ones that did it first. And because we want power and money, we're willing to sell our souls to get it. And a lot of celebrities have done just that. And now they're paying the price for it, suffering the consequence for it. Because it's a setup from the start when you're black. That's why it's important to remember you're black. Don't forget that. Don't forget from which you come. I don't care how rich you get. I don't care how famous you get. I don't care how popular you get. I don't care how well known you are. Don't forget where you started from. And please, by all means, don't forget who you are. Because if you do, it's going to come back to bite you. And that's for sure. You've been listening to AJ's Political Views and Life Topics. And I've been your host, AJ. Give you that old school radio talk show type of vibe with a little podcast on the side. Until later, take it easy. Peace.